Hey guys, this video is a couple of the solutions to the homework problems about arc length on page 687. So question 23 had this big chart here, and basically what it was asking you to do was to fill in each blank throughout the chart. So I'm going to walk you through one of each type of question, and then you can check your answers at the bottom of the worksheet. In order to answer all of the questions in this chart, you had to know this main formula that we learned about arc length. So we've got arc length compared to circumference. It's going to be the same ratio as the central angle out of 360 degrees. So this first blank in our chart asks us to find the radius, and in order to do that, you have to first find the circumference. So using this formula, I'm going to plug in the information that we know. So we know the arc length is 3 pi. Don't know the circumference, so I just put C. I know the central angle is 45 degrees out of 360. And then I can do my cross products. C times 45 equals 3 pi times 360. Divide out the 45 on both sides to get our circumference. Now we also know that the circumference is equal to 2 pi times the radius. So I can substitute this for my circumference, and then by dividing the 2 pi on both sides, I can figure out that my radius is 12. So that first blank, that pink box in the chart, should be 12. Now I'm going to go through an example, this yellow box in the chart, that's asking you to find the arc length. So the arc length, the length of AB, is this part in our ratio. The circumference, even though that's not given to us, they give us the radius. So if my radius is 3, that means my circumference is 2 pi times 3. And then they give us the central angle out of 360. So same exact process as the first one. I'm going to do my cross products to get arc length AB times 360 equals 2 pi times 3 times 30. Simplifying 2 times 3 times 30 to get 180 times pi, and then dividing both sides by 360 to get the arc length alone. So this simplifies to be 1/2 times pi, or 0.5 pi, or simply 1.57 as a decimal. Okay? Part C is asking us to find the measure of the central angle. So in our chart, the arc length was given to us as 0.4 pi, and also the radius was given to us just like the last example. So I can plug that into our circumference formula, 2 pi times radius, and then we can start to simplify. Before doing my cross products, I decided to simplify the left-hand side because there's a lot going on here. So 2 times 0.6 gives me 1.2. Because I have pi over pi, that can simplify, that can go away. And then 0.4 over 1.2 simplifies to 1 over 3. So now it's a lot easier to do my cross products. So now I would have 3 times the arc length, or the central angle, equals 1 times 360. Or, if you are able to recognize, all I need to do to get the central angle alone is to get rid of this 360. So I could just multiply this 360 over, and then I have 360 times 1/3 gives me 120 degrees. And that would be my central angle. The last few answers from our chart are over here in this box. If you want to go ahead, the last 3 examples are just like the ones I walked through, and then you would be able to check your answers right here. This is question 27. So basically this question gave us this diagram right here, which I copied into my notebook, and it's asking us to find the length of arc AB. So that would be this right here is what we're trying to find. Okay, so the first thing I would suggest you do whenever you get a question like this is to just collect the information that the question gives you. Okay, so I noticed this 20.28 here is the distance across the circle, and it's going through the center. So that is our diameter. We know a formula to use diameter. right? So circumference is pi times our diameter, which would be 20.28 times pi. So we know our circumference based off our diameter. We also know the central angle for arc length AB is 118 degrees. So just like the questions that we did previously, I'm going to use this same formula for arc length. So arc length over circumference is the same ratio as the central angle out of 360. So then we're going to take our given information, circumference, central angle, and we're going to plug those in to our formula, and then we can do our cross products. AB, arc length AB times 360 equals our circumference times 118. Simplifying by dividing both sides by 360 gives us an arc length of 20.88.